My name is Jason Franz, and I am a second year student at the Sierra Potter College of Education, and I am a English major student. So today I will be doing a podcast that is based on a course that I am currently undertaking, which is csec novels and short stories. This course comprises of a range of novels, short stories, and plays from different cultural contexts. Yes, so let's dive right into today's podcast, right? And we're going to start with discuss who you are and give details of what the course is about, which I've already given in the introduction. Right? Next thing, explain the assignment that you are working on. So this assignment is basically about young children and the difficult situations that they are placed in. Three, select one of the difficulty that the children in one of the stories have found themselves. So the story that I have chosen is Man of the House, and the situation that this child, a male to be exact, has found himself in is that if the situation is that his mom got ill and basically he had to play the role of a caretaker for a period of time until his mom started feeling well. Three would be explain what the situation is and see how it is resolved. Well, before we could see what the situation is, we gotta highlight the fact that this in this story, short story, this child and his mom had a quite a good relationship. Although it was a single parent home, the mom and the child had a good relationship. It was one which was one of normalcy in terms of mother and child relationship based on love. However, the story presents a situation where the mother, who is a single parent and the breadwinner of the family, became ill. Therefore, her son had to take care of her because he was her only relative, as was stated. For his age, this child displayed good maturity when it came to taking care of his mother and also listening to the doctor's advice. Unfortunately, there was one instance that this maturity was not showcased, and it was when he met a little girl named Dooley about his age. And Dooley persuaded him to drink out the medicine that was required for his mother. After drinking the medicine out, um, he realized what he did and he was quite guilty because he knew the medicine was for his mother. Feeling guilty and remorse of what he had done, the little boy, who goes by the name Sullivan, he repented and he prayed to the Virgin Mary for a miracle. When he got home, unfortunately, he confessed and he cried to his mother about what he had done, and she consolidated him, and she made him feel as though what he had done was not something wrong, but which we know was something wrong. Fortunately, the miracle that he prayed for, it eventually happened, and the troubles that his mother was going through, it was resolved. She became good back again, feeling really well, which was something that was really good. So the next question says, identify a similar situation you are familiar with in your family, community, and school. So, taken from the context of this short story, I experienced a similar situation whereby there was this neighbor that I had. She was a single parent, but in this instance, she had a daughter. And same way, just like how Sullivan mom would take care of him, this woman would also take care of her daughter, sending her to school and what's not. Unfortunately, one day she became ill, really ill, like really ill for an extensive period of time, and there was no one to provide for the daughter. So the child, she was about 15, she had to, go out and seek work just to take care of her mother. Unfortunately, in this instance, her mother did not become healthy back, and as a result of that, the mom eventually died. So in this situation here, we could see that there was not a good ending, which in the story there is a good ending, right? So this story actually, it shows showcases what actually takes place in today's society. The last question we will look at is I'll discuss how we would deal with the situation if you are given a chance. Well, with this situation here, you have to look at it from two person standpoint. You have to look at it from the mother and from the child. So let's look at the child's standpoint first. Being a child at that age and having to taking care of an adult is something that is quite difficult because this child, you expect him not to be mature, right? And you expect him not to handle the situation the way in which he handled it. And if I was to put myself in this position, I would see that I would handle it the same way in which Sullivan handled it, because at that age you are very vulnerable to different things, as you would see with the instance in which he was influenced by Dooley. Many children at that age would be influenced by Dooley. So I don't think that I would handle the situation differently, because it's just one instance that it showed that Sullivan didn't actually handle the situation. And from the standpoint of a mother, I thought she handled it really well, because after Sullivan went home and he confessed of what he had done, she didn't scolded him. Instead, she consoled him. You understand? Because probably she realized what the situation. It was a very delicate situation for a child. So if I was a mother or a father in this instance, I would have handled the situation differently, right? So this is just answering these questions about the short story Man of the House in today's podcast. I hope that you enjoy it and that we could do it another questions answer segment in another about another short story in another time. So thank you.